Today we will be discussing Section 3.5 on Nagarjuna's Middle Way. Nagarjuna is an early 2nd century Buddhist philosopher that made an adjustment to the Buddhist teaching that all is dukkha and all is suffering. According to Britannica, with the assistance of his disciple, Nagarjuna founded the Madhyamaka school of Mahayana Buddhism. Unfortunately, most of the information about his life isn't very reliable. Most of what we certainly know was written in Chinese and Tibetan after his death. He proposed what we know as the Middle Way, which can be understood epistemologically and metaphysically. Presuppositionally, there are two basic sides that someone can take. Everything is eternal, everything exists, or nothing exists, nothing is eternal. The Middle Way proposes an intermediate option between the two. It believes that everything exists, nothing exists. Everything is eternal, nothing is eternal. This contradiction seems impossible, but is the central philosophy of Nagarjuna's Middle Way. Epistemologically, it states that if you continue to peel away the layers of rationality, you will get to a core understanding of reality, which will enlighten you to the fact that reason was false. For example, let's use an onion. You must use reason to peel away all the layers of the onion until you ultimately come to the understanding that reason is useless. You didn't need it to begin with. You don't need rationality. You must go beyond the intellect. Metaphysically, the Middle Way states that never and nowhere can anything be produced. There is no eternal creator, and the universe is self-generating. The Middle Way states that everything exists, but at the same time, nothing exists. It's called the Middle Way because it is in between everything and nothing. Reality isn't, and isn't both. It's beyond all categories. Everything is eternal, nothing is eternal, everything has a cause, nothing has a cause, everything is unity, everything is plurality. So if a skeptic such as Panya were to say,
the universe follows the middle way. Everything is eternal, and at the same time, nothing is eternal. Everything has a cause and nothing has a cause. Everything is unity and everything is plurality.
you could be like Sarah and reveal to the poor blind soul Panya the truth by correcting him and including what Gangadin brings to light in the following sections. Gangadin debunks this by saying it is an insufficient use of reason. Reason is not a unity of contradiction. Soul and body is not a contradiction. Nagarjuna's Middle Way is a violation of the law of non-contradiction, which states that A cannot be A and non-A at the same time. The universe cannot be both eternal and non-eternal. It cannot exist and not exist. It cannot be caused and uncaused. It is fundamentally and logically impossible. Additionally, Nagarjuna states that one has to go beyond the intellect to get to reality. All things manifest this unity of contradictions. What is beyond intellect? How is one supposed to know? Therefore, this is an informal fallacy known as the appeal to the unknown. You cannot know reality. Reason is common ground for knowledge, so for anyone to go beyond the intellect, you are moved to silence. You have nothing more to contribute to meaning. Now Panya's misguided beliefs are made right by Sarah, and he knows the truth. Nagarjuna's Middle Way is ultimately, logically, fallible, and incapable to standing up to reason. Reason wins in the end. To summarize, the Middle Way is literally the middle ground between the two sides, claiming that everything exists and nothing exists. Everything is eternal and nothing is eternal. They believe that the two opposing beliefs can simultaneously coexist. And once examined closely using reason, we know that this is ultimately impossible, based on the law of non-contradiction. Epistemologically, the Middle Way states that at its core, reason is ultimately meaningless and useless. Obviously, this is false, as reason is absolutely necessary and fundamental to human existence. We need reason, or else we're degraded to creations without sentient or concrete thought. Metaphysically, the Middle Way states that never and nowhere can anything be produced, and the universe is both eternal and non-eternal at the same time. We know this is a contradiction of reason itself and is utterly illogical. The Middle Way cannot exist, metaphysically or epistemologically. This message is approved by recently converted skeptic and now spiritually maturing believer, Panya.